Hello everyone, welcome to linuxhelp.com. Today we are going to see how to install and use CSF, which is Config Server Firewall on OpenSUSE Leap 42.1. Config Server Firewall is abbreviated as CSF. CSF is the most commonly using firewall application to secure all your Linux servers. CSF has wide range of options to manage Linux firewall via command line and from the control panel. The CSF installation includes the pre-configured configuration and also a control panel UIs for cpanel, direct admin, webmin and so on. Now let us see the installation configuration as well as the usage in OpenSUSE. For that, switch to your terminal. Move inside the directory where you want it to be installed. First, download the package using wget command. After downloading this, extract the package. Now move inside the extracted directory. And run the script to install it. Once your installation gets completed, next open your CSF configuration file. First, change the testing mode by disabling it as 0. Similarly, you can also provide the incoming ports and outgoing ports by allowing it inside this configuration file itself. These are all the incoming ports, incoming TCP ports. We can just provide the port number inside this. Similarly, allow outgoing TCP ports. Followed by it, you can see your incoming UDP ports and outgoing UDP ports. Close this configuration file. After installation, start your service. Now check the status of it. It is actively running. We have seen how to install CSF and configuration of it. Now let us see the commands. In order to start, enable and restart your CSF, you can simply type CSF-S to start and CSF-R to restart. Next, let us see the few options available inside your CSF. For that, simply type CSF. This will list out various options available in it. First, I am going to allow an IP, that is an outsider IP. For that, type CSF-A followed by the IP address. Next, open your csf.allow file. You will be able to see the IP which I have provided inside this. The IP which I have provided in the command line, it is manually added inside the csf.allow file. And I am going to take SSH from that machine. My server machine IP is 218. Next, I am going to take SSH from another machine where we have installed our CSF. You will be allowed to take SSH of that machine. Now check the IP. We are into. Next, I am going to remove this IP from allow list. For that, CSF-A-R, which is add remove followed by the IP address. Now go inside your csf.allow file and you'll not be able to see the IP which we have added before. Next, switch to another machine again. Even after removing the IP from allow list, you can still take SSH from it. This machine's IP is 219, and I'm again trying to take SSH from it, which is still possible. In order to deny the IP address, CSF-D followed by the IP address. Now this gets added in csf.deny file. Now this IP address gets added inside your deny file. Once again restart your CSF firewall. Now move to another machine and once again try to take SSH from this, from your 7.219 machine. You're no longer allowed to take SSH from this machine since we have added this IP address inside our deny list. At last you will be receiving an error message such as connection timeout. Now if you want to remove the IP address from your csf.deny file, you can use the following command: csf-deny remove followed by the IP address. Now go inside the deny file again. You will not be able to see the IP address inside this, which we have added before. Up next, scripting your IP address. For that, for example, I'm going to add an IP address inside the allow list. Now go and check inside the allow file. This particular IP address is manually added. CSF-G followed by the distant IP address which you want to search for. It will show you this IP address is manually allowed in csf.allow file. Next, if you want to disable your CSF completely, just type csf-x. This gets disabled, that is your CSF and LFT have been disabled completely. And if you want to enable it, now it got enabled and actively running. Followed by it, if you want to have the list of IPv4 IP tables configuration, just type csf-l. This will list out the IPv4 configurations in terms of IP tables. And finally, to flush or stop all your firewall rules, you can simply type csf-f. And thus we have seen how to install and use CSF, that is your config server firewall, on OpenSUSE Leap 42.1. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel Linux Help. For further tutorials, visit www.linuxhelp.com. Any queries, mail to support@linuxhelp.com.